Hello, this is Megan Harden with the Harden Carter Group at Caldwell Banker Skyridge Realty, and this is 723 Brentwood Drive in Lake Arrowhead, California. My favorite aspect about this property is the location. You have a multi-million-dollar properties with celebrity-owned homes. There tends to be more full-time residents as well. What's also great is the proximity to Lake Arrowhead Country Club and the Grass Valley Lake Park. It's nice to be able to just drive your golf cart over and enjoy a glass of wine worry-free.
Hi, I'm Dave Bennett. This is a little tour of the house at 723 Brentwood in Lake Arrowhead, and a little story about the original idea and concept of building the house. The lot sat vacant for a long time, and I drove by all the time looking at it and just amazed at the view. And so the opportunity came up to purchase the lot, and we did, and then I started the design process of the house. One of the things that really appealed to me was, not only the view, but the serenity of the setting. And the challenge for me was to design a house that when you not only walked in the front door, that it looked beautiful, but it felt beautiful. So the initial idea that I had was to walk into the house and really not see much structure. I wanted to have a view straight ahead of the golf course and the living area. But one thing that was really important that I'd done in a couple other houses that I built was I really wanted to establish the vernacular and the kind of materials that we're going to use in the house on the outside of the house and bring it to the inside of the house as well. So you would carry that same experience into the house. So what I chose to do here was the veneer, the stone veneer that we're going to use on the columns on the outside. I chose to build these 4 anchored columns in this room and this great wall of the stairway, which is going to be all covered in real stone veneer. And the original engineering on the house, they had structural posts coming down, landing here to break up the stairway. And that was the first thing I got rid of. I said, no. So we went about building the structure so we could really feel the volume of the location here. And the idea also was to have a kitchen that engaged the dining areas and the outside eating areas. So as you walk into the kitchen, this will be a little cabinet with a wine cooler. And this is pretty much the size of the island. There's going to be a sink and 2 dishwashers, and the stove cooktop is at this end of the house. So the idea here was to be able to get that feeling of volume walking in the front door and then walk into this great room. Now, this room will have large trusses, again, using very straight and stark contemporary lines with sharp angles. And the whole idea about this room was volume. I just wanted to have a good amount of volume. But I think the thing that really appealed to me was we put in this pocket door here that will open up to 14 feet wide. And the initial idea came up to put the dining room table in the summer out here, therefore allowing yourself to have traffic flow into the kitchen and into this great room seating area. So that's what we did. So that's the way it's set up right now. The summer dining table would actually be outside. So there's your view at night as you're entertaining your guests. Pretty spectacular. When you look at this view, it's real easy to let the house design itself, if you will. Come on downstairs, we'll take a look around. So again, this whole staircase, this will all be the Sydney Peaks ledger stone going all the way up. I thought that was important. So, here's a real good example of structural stuff that people won't see that we went to a lot of trouble with. So this is a little trick that we sort of devised for these engineered trusses that they make these days. So they make these engineered trusses to span long distances using little material. And they're great, they're brilliant the way they work, but the problem is when you get over 20, 25 feet in a span, they bounce a little bit. What we came up with the idea was we take what we call cribbing, some old beams and posts, and we put it in the middle of the room, and we have these big tall house jacks that lift about 9 or 10 tons. And we crank these posts and these beams up, and we actually build an arch in the floor. And then we install inside the web system this stuff we call cribbing. And we glue and screw it inside the joist. So you're essentially creating a truss. And then when that's all put together, we take the post and beam out of it and we release the pressure and it settles back down flat, but it has no resistance. It doesn't bounce, it stiffens the floor up. So the other idea, which was really something that resonated with me, was to have this summer sitting area. I would imagine in the summertime, this is going to be where you'll hang out. This is going to be the game room, might have a little bar in the corner, pool table, there's a small powder room over here. But I would imagine this shaded area looking right at the golf course is probably going to be one of the best places to hang out. I know that these two guest rooms right on the golf course, I mean, I'd never leave if I walked in there. It's good stuff. Come over to the golf cart garage. So you'll walk through a small hallway, and this is where you'll enter with the golf cart from the outside. And this area in here is all undeveloped at this point. So our hope is that I've drawn up a 1-bedroom option, 1-bedroom suite with its own bath and possibly a workout room. And I've drawn up a 2-bedroom option. So I think whatever the potential buyer, I mean, it could be a theater. I don't know, what it could be, but, or a wine cellar or whatever they like. But essentially, this is all going to be undeveloped except for the golf cart garage.
This property is in a great location to enjoy shopping, dining, or the summer concert series at the Lake Arrowhead Village. You still have the chance to put your signature on this property, choose the finishes, and much more. Contact us today for more information.